Yo, what's going on, man? We back with another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to JxmyHighroller brand new video. Before we start, I just want to give a huge shout out to JxmyHighroller, or show my love at least. He has been dropping bangers for years. He's been dropping A+ videos for years. His videos are the amount of work that he puts into his videos, and the amount of editing that he puts into his videos. He's truly special. He's one of the go-to of our NBA YouTube community, one of the pioneers for sure. Um, he doesn't miss. Hey, ain't too much I can say. He don't miss. We're gonna be reacting to his brand new video. We're gonna see what it's talking about. It's called I forgot what it's called. We're gonna see when we get there, but do it. This couldn't have gone any worse. Like I said, Jimmy Hollywood was one of the pioneers of this community. Let's take in what he's talking about.
Some guys just want to be the villain. Bill Laimbeer made a career out of being the villain. Kevin Garnett and Rasheed Wallace spent their entire careers terrorizing the NBA, and they loved it. Dennis Rodman's sole mission was to pester the other team into submission. Latrell Sprewell choked out his own coach. For better or for worse, the NBA needs a villain, someone we can all rally together and root against. And right now, that villain is Dillon Brooks. Or at least, that's what he thinks. Because this season alone, Dillon Brooks has managed to become public enemy #1 by getting into fights with Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Edwards, Pascal Siakam, Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, Chris Middleton, Draymond Green, James Harden, 7'2", 300-pound Joel Embiid, half the Spurs roster, and Shannon freaking Sharp.
It's almost as if I ain't gonna lie, Shannon Sharp is crazy. Beefing with Shannon Sharp is ridiculous. Yeah, Shannon Sharp acting a fool, boy.
If Dillon Brooks woke up one day and made a list of the greatest active NBA players and said, F it, I'll take all of them. This has to be some sort of NBA record, a speed run on how to be unanimously despised by everyone.
Hey, that's go hard though. I've been trying to learn how to do that. That's go hard. I ain't gonna hold you.
But of all the players Brooks decided to go after this season, of all the great players he provoked and pissed off on his way to 6 points and 3 rebounds on 38% shooting, I think Dillon Brooks missed the memo on LeBron James. Because this ain't the bear you want to poke. See, in the NBA, there is a fragile balance between how good a player is and the acceptable amount of annoyance they are granted. Shout out to June Lee from ESPN for this concept because it explains this duality perfectly. Now, the better a player is, the more annoying he's allowed to be.
See, why they disrespecting DeJounte Murray? Hold on. Okay, how annoying they are. So this is the list on how annoying they are. Okay, yeah, because you got all that over here. So it makes them less annoying. So, and the higher they up, the better they are. They trying to tell me DeJounte Murray is as good as Kyle Kuzma. Like they be hating on Atlanta, bro. I don't get it. They be hating on Atlanta. I don't get it at all. Cat is annoying to y'all. Cat is annoying to y'all. His voice probably speak some people off, but so Dillon Brooks is probably somewhere like annoyance. He's worse than everybody on this list. Like no glaze and stuff. He's worse than everybody on this list. So he'll be down here and he's very annoying. So he'll be like right here. Like right here. She better than like PJ Tucker and Tristan Thompson and more. Yeah, he's better than Ben Simmons. I'll take him. He'll be like right here. Like y'all right here.
For example, Joel Embiid is fairly annoying, but he's really good, so he's way above the threshold. Giannis isn't really annoying at all, and he's the best player in the league, so he's about as far above the threshold as you can get, right next to Nikola Jokic. And most elite players around the league fall somewhere in this region. Guys like LeBron, Steph, Lillard, Tatum, Butler, really good, and just annoying enough to make it fun. But this is a delicate thing to maintain. Because when you're good enough, you can be about as annoying as you want to be, until you're not good enough and become unanimously insufferable. Ben Simmons is the poster child for this phenomenon, but Draymond Green and Chris Paul have also fallen victim to this as well. Really annoying and slowly declining in ability as the years go along. Now, some players have actually had an opposite trajectory. Not that good and extremely annoying early on in their career, but as their game improved, their antics have decreased. The redemption arc. You love to see it. But some players have taken it upon themselves to be as annoying as humanly possible while refusing to hold up their end of the bargain. Instigators who have absolutely no reason to be the way they are. Players like Pat Bev, Marcus Morris, Tristan Thompson, and even going back in time, there's been some absolute villains throughout NBA history. And yet, somehow, Dillon Brooks has found a way to be worse than all of them. Never before
Said no,
have
didn't it?
I seen
Yeah,
a
I
player
said like
who
somewhere
is
around this
as
range.
unanimously disliked as Dillon Brooks is. And of all the things the game has to offer, of all the ways he can make a difference and contribute to his team, poking the bear is his specialty. Even worse, he's not very good at that either. Because even the worst villains understand that there are some players you really don't want to piss off. They aren't fazed by your trash talk, but they will ruin you for trying it. These players are on the Do Not Trash Talk list. It's an exclusive club, and once a player joins it, the league comes to a silent agreement to never slight, jab, or trash talk that player. Now, any player can break this agreement if they so choose, but not without severe consequence. Larry Bird would often get challengers brave enough to trash talk him, and the result was always the same: humiliation and regret. Michael Jordan established his position on the Do Not Trash Talk list early on in his career, but that didn't stop the occasional lunatic from stepping out of line and testing him. Unfortunately for them, Michael had an unhealthy relationship with squashing marginal NBA talent into irrelevance. The result of this was always a career night for Jordan and a downward spiral of shame for the opposition. Kobe was MJ's successor on this list, and right when the league thought that no one was exempt from some competitive banter, Kobe picked up right where Jordan left off and never missed the opportunity to make another man regret his decision to pick up a basketball. How quickly can I make a man want to quit his profession?
Kobe?
Well, let's find out.
They point another man's face is
The
crazy.
on this list, they won't just give it right back to you. They become obsessive, driven to make sure that you become acutely aware of the fact that you are inferior. It's psychotic, really. And among active players, LeBron is the natural successor to Kobe in this regard.
Hey, it's my GOAT right here, man. It's my GOAT. I like something.
Time and time again, over the course of LeBron's career, players have attempted to trash talk him, to get the best of him. And time again, LeBron is given no choice but to remind them exactly why that's the worst decision they've ever.
Like, who told Joakim Noah to, like, why? Like, if we go back to this list, Joakim Noah's like down here. See on this list? Oh man, Joakim Noah is not that, bro. Okay, he won. He got a DPOY, right? I think he does, but oh, come on, Joakim Noah, bro.
But unlike his predecessors, there's one thing missing about LeBron and his presence on the court: fear. It's been said by countless players across generations that opposing players feared the likes of Bird and Mike and Kobe, but despite being the most daunting force of his generation, LeBron James isn't necessarily feared.
Talk about it. Like, why is that? Because it's obvious that like LeBron James is the top 2 player of all time, but why isn't he feared like Bird and them? I always think about that. I just feel like our generation. Okay, I feel like past generation, like when LeBron first got into the league, they weren't buying all the hype, right? Like they hear the hype, they hear all this and that. And they're like, they don't be buying it. They don't buy it. He gotta show me. He gotta show me this. He gotta show me that. And then like nowadays with the newer generation, I just feel like the way I grow up, feel like I ain't standing man, I ain't standing nobody. I ain't going for nothing. That's the type of I feel like that's how me and my generation grew up. Like, the dude that's a little bit older than me. Like, I don't know. I think it also has to do with the talent level. People are getting so good so fast. Yeah, LeBron James, he was like he was the best player in the NBA for a long time, but like I feel like the second dude wasn't behind him that much. Right, like that much. Who's always number 2? KD. KD wasn't behind LeBron by huge margin, like Michael Jordan the second best or Larry Bird the second best. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why that is, but I don't know. I might be wrong. I don't know. Why don't people fear LeBron like they fear? Like, I don't know. I don't know. You see, why all that happened when I paused the video?
At least that's what some players say. This idea that as great as LeBron is, he isn't the killer that those
his
players
teammates
were.
said that.
Which is weird because I've watched LeBron's entire career and I vividly remember this, and this, and this, oh, and this, and every other player who stepped out of line getting walked like a dog by LeBron James. Now, most players across the league know that this line of thinking, that LeBron...
Like, exactly what Freddie is. That's the type of dude I am. You feel like, I don't care who you with, but I'm regardless. I just feel like that's how we was raised up. Or not how we, that's just how we think. We're like, Michael Jordan, he felt like a god. Larry Bird, who of those natures felt like gods. But I don't think people fear Kobe Bryant either, because people say, I don't think people fear Kobe Bryant like that, too, though. I don't think so. What y'all think?
Isn't feared is absolute horseshit. Dillon Brooks is not one of those players. And so in an attempt to find some sort of value to his team, Dillon Brooks begins his campaign to annoy the hell out of LeBron, disrespecting him in the middle of games, calling him out in interviews, saying he's old, he's washed up. LeBron hadn't earned Dillon's respect yet. Despite Brooks' 5-14 career record against LeBron and the atrocious gap in head-to-head performances, Dillon Brooks was incessant, determined. It got so bad that even Skip Bayless, the LeBron hater, wanted LeBron to shut the kid up.
If you got Skip Bayless, if you got Skip Bayless defending LeBron, bro, there's a problem.
Bayless, the LeBron hater, wanted LeBron to shut the kid up.
I seethe over this to the point that I want LeBron to destroy this man.
It's crazy.
And for you to say that, that's saying something.
It's so out of bounds what he did. It's so uncalled for. It's so beneath the dignity of one LeBron Ramon James that he can destroy this kid if he so chose to do.
And then to top off all the antics, Brooks drove the final nail into the coffin when he said this about LeBron and the Lakers leading into the playoffs.
But I wouldn't mind playing LeBron in a 7-game series. The legacy's there. First time back in the playoffs, knock them out right away in the first round.
Respect that, though. That's not villainous. That's not villainous to me. I respect that. It's confidence that taking a challenge. I respect that. I don't think he's wrong for saying that. I don't think respect that.
And that was it. Unbeknownst to him, Dillon Brooks had just ended the Grizzlies season. The playoffs hadn't even began, and yet the outcome was already determined. The kid flew too close to the sun, and his fate was sealed.
That guy, LeBron James, set the tone and tenor of this game early.
My goat.
Points.
Look at my goat at work.
25, 9 rebounds, and 5 teams.
Okay, so the Lakers get out to a 2-1 lead in the series. That's not the end of the world. You can still come back from that.
The Los Angeles Lakers have the Grizzlies on the brink of elimination. Dillon Brooks picks up James. He wanted James. He gets him. James drives. James is fouled. And one. LeBron.
Go right there, man.
All right. A historic night for LeBron. Not a good look for old Brooks. He should probably turn it up if he wants to salvage this series.
With the board and put back. He is dominating in the James popped the clutch. Got it to fall. LeBron activated.
Jesus Christ. This is
Blocked up by James. Oh! He rose up.
I don't remember the score being that bad.
It's not quite winter for LeBron James. The Los Angeles Lakers will advance by virtue of a 125-85 win.
That's greatness.
I poke bears. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40. So I pride myself on, what I do is defense and taking on any challenge that's on the board.
Of all the outcomes and ways this entire saga could have ended, Brooks found himself right in the middle of the worst one. Get outplayed every single game? Check. Have a historic night dropped right on your head? Check. Get ejected from a game at the hands of the guy you were trash talking? Check. Get sent home in the first round as the 2 seed by the old guy you went out of your way to disrespect? Check. Must we not forget, this is what Brooks wanted, and it's what he got. But you want to know what's worse than an obscure NBA player trying to be the villain? An obscure NBA player trying to be the villain, but after seeing the mess he's made, decides halfway through a playoff series that he doesn't want to be the villain anymore. Because after getting ejected from Game 3, Dillon Brooks had the audacity to say that we, the fans, are making him out to be the villain.
What's the most saddest thing I've ever seen in my life? Oh my God, boy. Oh my God. He's gonna talk crazy the whole year, not just for one playoff series, the whole year. This man was getting hyped at the beginning of the video with Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, Joel, everybody. I can't even remember everybody. This man was saying all the stuff in the media, doing this, doing that. When they down 2-1, 3-1, whenever it was on April 24th, whenever he said it, that man gonna say he's gonna blame the fans for making him a villain. Bro, you did that to yourself. All the talking, all the yip yapping, that was soft. And when he did that, you see me, I'm gonna keep it real. I had respect for Dillon Brooks. It's not that he need my respect or anything, but I had respect for him. I don't think he's a great player. I don't think he's a great player by any means, but I will. He's an elite defender for sure. He's an elite defender. He can't shoot, he can't score, but he's an elite defender. The Rockets are gonna love that. The Rockets are gonna love that, man. I'm telling you, the Pistons are gonna love that. But on the championship team, bro, I mean, you're not that good of a player, but I mean, you bring in energy, you bring in defense, but but it's soft, man. That you gonna play into the villain role, you gonna be a bad guy, you gonna hit people in their dicks, and you just wanna shy away from the media, and you wanna do all that when you're down. That's soft, man. That's so soft. I don't fool with that at all. That's corny. So corny. That's the corniest thing I
Media
ever
making
seen.
me a villain, the fans making me a villain, and then
He's so sad. Look
that
at him.
just creates a whole different persona on me. So now you think I intended to hit LeBron James in the
That's right. It's our fault. It couldn't be the season-long pest crusade he went on or the direct trash talk he was
So
doing all season.
soft.
It's just merely our perception on it. But wait, there's more. Because after LeBron went for a historic 20-20 in Game 4 and laid the dagger right on Brooks, the man refused to talk to the media and avoided all questions and interviews after the game. How ironic. You mean this guy doesn't want to do a post-game interview? But at the end of the day, you take your L and you move on. Dillon Brooks, like countless players before him, learned the hard way that he just isn't that guy. I mean, how much worse could this possibly get?
According to a new report from Shams of The Athletic, the Grizzlies.
I love how LeBron just straight up checked him. He was talking all that talk. LeBron checked him. He walked into his face and checked him. I love that. Real talk. So, a lot of people would have been scared, dude. They would have acted like they ain't see him at the game. Ignored him till you know what I'm saying. But he walked up to his face before the game, checked him. That's hard, though.
Grizzlies told soon-to-be free agent Dillon Brooks he's not coming back to the team, quote, under any circumstances. Woo.
I take that back. This is literally the worst case of mess around and find out I've ever seen in my life. Now, I've seen players get humiliated, sent home, benched for talking too much. But in all my days, I have never seen a player, a starter in the NBA, get released because he was talking too much trash. Even his own team said, all right, buddy, that's enough out of you. And it's not like Brooks was a bad player, mediocre for sure, but for the Grizzlies to go to this extent to make sure that he never cost them another playoff series again is actually insane. Here's the thing. If you are going to be the bad guy, a pest, the villain, you have to embrace it. And you have to accept what comes with it.
Like how Trae Young does. He's barely a villain. He barely a villain, but you have to embrace it, bro. There's nothing wrong with being a villain. Embrace it, man. Be the villain. It's cool. Everybody need a villain. It make the game fun. Just don't be scared of it. Don't run away from it when it comes to you, when it bite you in the wrong way. Don't run away from it. Pop it. You gonna pop it when it bite you in the right way. But don't run when it bites you in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? It's just soft and corny.
Patrick Beverley is about as unapologetic as one man can be. He's insufferable, and he'd have it no other way. Draymond Green is a jerk, an instigator, and he knows it. Trae Young loves being the villain. Dillon Brooks does not. Because as a wise man once said, everybody acting tough when they're up. Now that LeBron is older, he's slowed down, he gets injured more often, can't jump as high or run as fast, some players are beginning to think that LeBron is no longer on the do not trash talk list, that the door has opened back up and they can talk smack without consequence. But even in his ancient age, 20 years of mileage, and apparently not being one of the most feared players in the NBA, LeBron still managed to teach Brooks a lesson he'll never forget. Some bears just ain't worth poking. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
Hey man, shout out man, let's speak on that Dillon Brooks situation with the under any circumstances. That is crazy. A GM saying we're not bringing you back under any circumstances and you a starter. That is crazy. That is disrespect. They're not even trading you. They're not even trying to get no. They're not even trying to deal with you no more. They could do a sign and trade. You know, try and get something back for you. They said nope. We not even talking to you free agency. I said everybody be making these these funny little Shanghai Sharks and I don't even know saying they're gonna play in China. He's still a good player. He's an NBA caliber player. He can't shoot. He sucks at scoring, but his defense is elite. The Rockets could use that. The Pistons could use that. But like I said, man, shout out JxmyHighroller for these banger videos. Like I said, he don't miss. He's been doing it for so long, and he's so consistent. His videos haven't fallen off not one bit. Shout out JxmyHighroller, man. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, do all that, and peace out.